Welcome to Lessons with Dr. Ted. Today, we'll be discussing Aristotle's Elements of Drama. Aristotle was born in 384 BC and died in 322 BC. As a young man, he moved to Athens where he studied with Plato. Better. When he was older, he became a teacher, and one of his most famous students was Alexander. Alexander Hamilton. Aristotle's most famous student was Alexander Hamilton. No, it was Alexander the Great. Really? Fine. Aristotle was also known as a writer. He wrote an astonishing number of works, and he wrote on a variety of subjects from logic to psychology to ethics, and most important to this video, aesthetics. The book on aesthetics that is pertinent to this discussion is Poetics. This is the oldest book on literary theory that we have. He discusses poetry and theater. I will touch on a few of the other points from the Poetics in later videos. For now, I want to focus on the elements of drama. To be fair, Aristotle was writing mostly about tragedy. The name of this mask, by the way, is Melpomene, named after one of the muses. Aristotle did mention comedy a bit, but if you're really interested in what people think Aristotle said about comedy, read The Name of the Rose by Umberto Eco. No spoilers, though. This, by the way, is not a screenshot from The Name of the Rose. This, by the way, is. This is a Thalia, named after another of the muses. With very little tweaking, we can make the elements fit any form of theater. The elements are plot, character, thought, diction, music, spectacle. Plot. Plot is not story. Plot is structure. How is the piece put together? What elements of the characters' lives, actions do we need for the story to be told? Think of it this way. If we made a story about your day, if you are awake 16 hours, that is 960 minutes. A 2-hour movie is 120 minutes, so we need to take out all the boring bits. If the point of your movie is to explain how you made dinner for your girlfriend or boyfriend, then we might leave in the shopping, but we can certainly cut going to the bathroom. Plotting also has to do with setting up the story so that it all makes sense. You should be able to understand the ending by doing nothing other than watching our little film. All the information has to be contained in the piece. The phrase for that is playing fair. In simple terms, all stories have beginnings, middles, and ends. How those are put together equal plot. Character. Most plays and movies are about people doing something. I realize that sometimes the story is about a dog or a toaster or something, but they are really people. At its simplest, you have a good guy and a bad guy. Or better yet, you have a protagonist and an antagonist. For example, here we have a civil servant being attacked by a well-known terrorist and mass murderer. Each character has a function. Love interest, comic relief, sidekick, exposition, mentor. Each character has a purpose in the story's world. Aristocrat, prey, superhero, soldier, handyman. Thought. Some people say that thought is theme, what message the artist is trying to send, or what the audience should take away from the piece. These people are wrong. Thought is the logic or rationale behind a character's actions and how that's expressed. It can be seen in many soliloquies, arias, songs, pas de deux, most of which can actually be cut without affecting the story. Diction. Word choice, language. This is the artsy part. Diction can be used for a variety of purposes, establishing tone, mood, time, location, and all sorts of other things. Diction allows the playwright, or the actor or the director, to more fully establish the class or personality of the character. Know what I mean? 1. Singular sensation, every little step she takes. 1. Thrilling combination, every move that she makes. 1 smile and suddenly nobody else will do. You know you'll never be lonely with you know who. When Aristotle discusses music, he mentions that the chorus sang and danced. The Greek word he uses, melos, gives us melody. This element can also remind us that plays are something that we hear. In ancient Rome, people who went to plays were called auditores, from which we get the word audience. They are both closely related to audio. Spectacle. Aristotle calls this the least artistic of the elements. When people hear the word spectacle, they usually think something like this. Survey says, ah! That is not what Aristotle meant. Spectacle means that you are seeing the play and that the production makes decisions about what you see. Plot, character, thought, diction, music, spectacle. If you have a good handle on the elements of drama, you'll be raring to go with analysis of plays and movies. Maybe literature. Music and spectacle are what make theater, and by extension film, a separate art form from literature. Theater and film are seen and heard. If you like, you can adjust your understanding of these terms and apply them to books as well. If you enjoyed my video, please like and subscribe. I use a lot of photos, so here are my sources.